So I was telling you about the offshore structures. So these are different types of the offshore structures that we are having. So the first one is the conventional or the fixed platform. First two, these first two are the fixed platforms. In this, these fixed platforms or their jackets, this green part and the red part, the civil structure that is on the land of the sea. So they are actually standing on the land of the sea, and from there they are drilling and they are taking up the materials upward. Then comes the complaint towers. So these are the complaint towers. These are the long towers and they can be up to the 1500 meters. Then comes the vertically more tension legs. So these blue lines that you can see on the screen, these are the lines they have got injected with the upper structure. So it is basically a pull tension. So through that pull tension, that structure upside is on the surface of the sea. The same is for the 5. So in both case scenarios, so basically this is the pure structural job. So what they do is these are the light kind of material strings. So basically they have been attached with the surface where there is deep sea drilling. So they cannot put a lot of iron structure over there. So what they do is they'll use these strings and they'll attach them inside the sea land, and then they make up the structure on the top of it. The sixth one is the spar structure. So your strings are allocated on the different positions. So it is basically kind of a column that has been attached with this with these strings on a different distances at a different pressure points. So they have been attached. So these are the spar platforms. Then comes the semi submersibles are these kind of structure at 7 and 10. So half of them is inside the deep sea, half of them is outside the deep sea. That's why they are known as the semi submersible. Then comes the floating production, storage and offloading facilities. So basically it is having the same sting structure. So basically it is a boat that goes into the drilling. So they do the drilling, so they will get the product out of it and they'll store it, and then they'll go back and they will offload it, or they'll just have the transferring vessel, so from one vessel to another. So this structure is basically used in the LNG sector most of the time. Then comes the subsea production system with tie back to host facilities. So basically you tie back, this is a kind of a structure in which you have the subsea production system. So you put up the subsea production system, there are boats and everything, those do these things over there. So they'll build up a line as you can see that this gray line, they'll build up a line the network over there, and then they'll fix up a station over there, and they'll get all those things over there, and then they'll move it to the shore. If we go to the next slide, so here comes the offshore wellhead types. So basically offshore wellhead types are basically of three, or the old design is of two types. It was 3 wellhead, 6 wellhead, and some of them were single wellhead or the 8 wellhead. So how this it has worked in the old design was that in the 3 wellhead there will be 2 production wellheads, one will be the observation. The same goes for the 6 wellhead, one will be the observation and the remaining 5 will be the production. In the 8 wellhead system you have 7 production wells and the one will be the observation well. The observation well is used over there just to collect the data of the reservoir, that how much the reservoir has been left with the material or the product. Secondly, they'll note down the specific gravities, densities and other things, H2S content and the CO2 content inside that reservoir, that how it is changing with the